I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
My dad, every other year, he's like, oh, you have another brother or sister.
Hi, my name is Dawn Murray, and I'm Taleesha's little sister. And I've actually, even though she's my sister, I've only known her about 10 years. We met, well, I am number 6 out of 7 kids, and one day, I guess our father decided to tell them about me.
I was talking to my dad one day, and he said to me over the phone, I would love to find Dawn. And I said, who's Dawn? And he said, my other daughter. And I said, Dad, you didn't tell me about this daughter. He said, yes, I did. I said, no. I remember asking you when we asked you about Michelle, is there any more siblings? And you said no. Now you're telling me about a Dawn? He said, yeah. And she said, he told me that she was the only child. My dad is funny. I love that man.
When I moved to Florida in the Navy, I met Dawn's mother when I was in the Navy there. And we kind of hit it off, you know, we were seeing each other. And she got pregnant. And let me see, after she got pregnant, I got transferred to Philadelphia. Well, I know I left to Philly, they moved to Mississippi, and we just got separated. And there wasn't no cell phones back then or nothing, so we just kind of lost connection for a while.
And one day I was at work, and I said to a good friend of mine that I grew up with, Monique, I was alone in the office, and I said, I want to find my sister.
And then when I told Taleesha, I gave her all the name, her mother's name and Dawn's name and everything. And she got online and did her thing. And well, I know it, man, she found Dawn. If it wasn't for her, so I probably wouldn't have Dawn in my life right now because, you know, I didn't know how to find her. I didn't know how to go about it. And she went about all the steps and found it. So that was real good. That was real good. Then she got to meet Michelle and Chantel. They all met up in New York a while back. And everybody met everybody. You know, I was glad for that when it happened. You know?
I looked up a Dawn Fleming at the time. There was one Dawn Fleming in Florida. And so I said, you know what? I'll call tomorrow. But I couldn't sleep without calling this number. And I called the number. And her stepfather answered the phone. And I said, hi, my name is Taleesha Galloway. Is there a Sandra Fleming there? And he said, yes. I said, does she have a daughter named Dawn? And he said, yes. And he put her on the phone. And I said, Sandra, I said, my name is Taleesha Galloway. I said, you have a daughter named Dawn by Michael Albert? And she said, yeah. And I said, oh my God, I found my sister. She gave me Dawn's number, and I called her from my cell phone. And I left her a message. I never said who I was. I just asked her to call me back. And I was on the phone with her mom. My cell phone rang, and it was Dawn.
I'm from Florida, and we get real, you know, we can get ratchet like New York people too. And so I kind of had an attitude.
She called me, said, hello. Somebody called my number, and I said, hi. I said, is this Dawn? Yes.
And I was like, yeah. And she said, well, is this Dawn? I'm like, yeah. Well, who are you?
So I said, my name is Taleesha. So I'm on the phone with your mom, Sandra, right now. I said, you have a dad named Michael Albert. I said, I'm your sister. And she was like, what? And she was like, it was like a laugh and a cry at the same time, because she didn't know she had all these siblings.
We started from there. We started over at that point, obviously. And I feel like she's been a part of my life my whole entire life, since that moment that she told me she was my sister.
And everybody was so excited to meet her. And she came to see me first.
A couple weeks later, I flew to New York and I met her and my other two sisters. I was nervous because I didn't have pictures.
When I first saw her, I didn't know what she looked like.
So as soon as I stepped out the bus, it's like I knew that was my sister. Like, it was no looking through the crowd person. Like, I knew that was her.
And when she got off, I knew immediately she was my father's twin. There was no denying that that was my sister.
We like to do the same things. I think we have more in common, and like we can both get crazy, and you know, we're sisters.
And we connected. And my sister Michelle, we decided we were going to go down to New York. We planned to go down to the city.
Well, we both like to have a good time. Like I know everywhere she goes, she's the life of the party. So sometimes, and wherever I go, I am. But whenever she comes, I have to take a back seat because she's just like, that's Taleesha. You know Taleesha, so that's just her.
And that's my twin. Her and I, it was like once we met, we share so much in common. We love the same music. We love the same things.
We're more alike than the other brothers and sisters.
You know, we have a good time when we go out. I remember for like when she turned 30, she came down to the city, and we all went out to this lounge. It was called oh gosh, I can't remember the name. It's on 161st, the Dugout. That was the name of it. We all went there and we had like a ball. Like we had like, you know, we turned the place up.
When we're together, you would have thought that her and I grew up in the same household. It was beautiful. We didn't want her to leave, of course. That's my girl. Dawn is my girl. We are so much alike. Oh, when we go out, we have the best time. We have the most amazing time. Dawn is my girl. That's my sister.
I was 25 when we met, so I'm just happy to know that I do have other brothers and sisters out there, and you know, I appreciate that now. I'm happy I have an older sister that I can look up to, and
she's the one when everybody was separated. If it wasn't for her, we still would all be separated. But now at least we know where everybody's at. You know, we put our hands on everybody. You know, so that's a good thing.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.